Hello everyone, my name is TheElderAcorn. Welcome to your episode 9 of the Weekly Forge Fix. And getting into it, we have the map of the week, and this map is called Erupt. This was built by SaltyKoalaBear and Purley. Now this map was mainly conceived by these two to get a good CTF map that was ready for HCS Season 2, and HCS being the tournament that the pros play in, for those of you that didn't know. And this isn't the only map being looked at, but it's definitely a top contender, and it's been getting a lot of positive feedback from the pros and the forging community. And the map is mostly intended for CTF gameplay, and somehow I lost that footage. So the gameplay in the background is a 3v3 Slayer match, definitely not ideal for the map. Anyways, if you couldn't tell, the map is inspired by the pit, making it great for CTF. The layout doesn't offer anything truly unique, it doesn't offer much in verticality or any special gameplay dynamics, but it has a simple layout that's readable by players, and so teamwork, especially in CTF, is heavily emphasized and incredibly fun. The layout resembles Pit in a lot of ways, even similar base structures, and from the bases, players have a few different routes to choose from, most being linear and hallway based, so that makes a lot of the gameplay choke point based. And because of that, countering flag movement is intuitive and easily understandable for players. The main difference between Pit and Erupt, though, is that these linear hallways are mostly connected by a room bottom mid, so if you take one hallway, you're not exactly forced to stay in that path. You can switch up your route by going through the middle and crossing to some other path. And there's even a man cannon at bottom mid that will take you across map, which is really helpful. And because of this, the way it's set up, I personally think the layout offers much more depth than the Pit, and the fast-paced CTF gameplay on Erupt, in my opinion, is perfect for the H2A sandbox, and is one of my favorites that's being considered for HCS at the moment. So for the aesthetic of the week, we have a couple metal textures and designs that were built by MultiLockOn, the metal pioneer of MCC. And right here, it's just a platform extra large. It's sunk into the wall a little bit. And I really like this texture because it looks like it has a railing and a ramp, so you can multi-purpose with the piece. I think it looks really good. This is something you guys should definitely take and put into your maps. Cool railing system. Ramp railing system. And another thing he did on this map here is put a couple different Y crosses together to make them look like a square design. In the middle you put a glass piece, but you can really put whatever piece you want in the middle. And this is just a really cool looking decorative floor. Definitely something you guys could take and put in your maps. So for the tip of the week, I'm going to talk a little bit about sketching your map or blocking out your map in Forge. And there's a lot of ways to do this. I'm just going to show you how I do it, and you can look on the screen. That's a demonstration of what I'm doing. This isn't any specific map. I was basically just building this map purely for the video, so it's nothing that I'd ever finished or built. But basically the concept I'm trying to show you guys is pre-sketching your map in Forge. A lot of people think that when I say I sketched out a map that I got on paper and sketched it out, or I went on, like Google SketchUp or something. But to me, that's actually way harder to do, and I don't like doing that. I've only sketched out one map on paper, and that was my map Nox, if you guys know that one. Most of my maps, I'll just sketch out in Forge. I'll go pre-sketch them. I always have an idea going in, though. I always know exactly sort of what I'm creating because I just have a mental picture in my mind. Like I know it's going to be a single atrium map with 3 bases and this section going, I have an idea of what's going on. I have spawning in mind and all these different things in mind when creating it. But I never have the exact layout like sketched out on paper. I do that in Forge. So what I do is I just go in, I use a couple different blocks, like I get building blocks, ramps, and wall doubles, and I just go in and start building things. And like I'll put down like a tunnel short if I say there's going to be a doorway there, or if there's a lift, I'm going to put a large walkway cover, or if there's a teleporter, I'm just going to put a teleporter frame. So I do all these things just to like show myself where everything's going to be, just so I can like sketch out the design. I don't have anything specifically in mind. I'm just thinking it out, and I'm thinking out the map design as I'm going in Forge, not on paper, because to me that's just a lot easier, and you can see the exact dimensions in Forge. That makes it a lot easier. You can see sight lines, while on paper you can't really see these sight lines as well. You can't really tell travel times either, and a lot of things. So that's why I think that sketching it out in Forge is probably to me the best way to do it. I know there's a lot of different ways to do it, so just find the way that you like and stick with that. And once you do this block out or this initial SketchUp, what I do is after I do something that I really like, because half the time I end up just ditching the sketch because I didn't like it, but if I do end up really liking the sketch, I'll just go in later and just finish it up, start making it look pretty, start putting spawn points and weapons and all the finishing touches of the map. But I never would do that unless I had the design laid out already. Anyways, that's my advice. I hope you guys try this out, and that's all I have for you. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and also a comment on what you thought about the video. If you want to submit a map or an aesthetic to get featured, just get a hold of me. My name is TheElderAcorn, and just add me on Xbox Live and I'll take a look at it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.